Hello, this is Trevor Nielsen here to start off with Team 10's demonstration. This is our string instrument. This is the Nielsen Razorback inspired RB Mini. A little sample for you. Hopefully that came through. As you can tell, the sound quality is not the greatest. Make do with what we got though. So what are some of the selling points with this Mini RB design? So the first one is its size. This instrument from tip to tip is not even 17 inches long. Very compact little instrument with a 5x5 inch wide base. The design of it is also kind of a selling feature on it. It's got this pretty sharp looking design as evidenced by the model that it was inspired by. And the other selling point for this is its string capacity. This instrument does allow you to put 4 strings on it. So if you're able to fine tune it and be able to manage your way with the instrument, there's a lot that you can do with this. The physics of it is simply the string is suspended between 2 different points. So string starting point here, string ending point here, and then the tension in between by creating the vibrations in between is what actually produces the sound. And then you use the tuning pegs here, you can actually increase and decrease the tension as needed. What were some of the changes between this and the original design? This one does feature a longer neck. The neck was originally much shorter on this. However, to account for the tuning pegs that I had to add on to it, I did have to increase the length of the neck. The body size also did get a little bit bigger than the original prototype. Just that way it's get a little bit more room, lets you be able to play the instrument a lot easier. Final cost of this thing, the strings were about $6.66 for the 4. And then for the body itself, I used an oak wood that was only about $3.25 for everything that I used here. The tuning pegs, unfortunately, was what got me in a bit of trouble. The tuning pegs themselves are about $12.50 for all 4 of these. So the overall cost of this instrument did come up to about $22.41, unfortunately. What did I learn about this instrument as I was building it? Guitars are very difficult to build. The biggest challenge that I ran into with the original prototype was I was originally trying to use screws to actually increase and decrease the tension on the strings as needed. Unfortunately, when I got the first instrument put together, put the strings on and tried it, unfortunately the screws did not work. So unfortunately, because the screws would not increase or decrease string tension the way I needed them to, that's why I had to resort to actually using the tuning pegs so that I could actually increase this tension. How would I make this instrument better? The first thing I would do is I would reconsider my choice of wood. I did go with oak because it is a relatively hard wood, which would help with the string tension to make sure that the neck didn't snap. So something that would be a little bit more flexible that could handle that tension without the risk of snapping. And then also the material that I actually used for the bridges in between the strings. This was a simple maple plywood. Not the best thing in the world, but it was able to get the job done easily enough. So that would definitely be the biggest things that I would change about this instrument would be the wood types that I had to use for it. And that is my Razorback Mini in a nutshell.